This is getting out of hand. Now there's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them. If I had a nickel for every version of RWBY that was currently airing,
you would have 3. You would have 3 nickels because now we have the movie.
Wait, there's a third. Wait, what? Wait, what?
This
is new to me.
Have you not heard? There's going to be a RWBY movie crossing over with the Justice League. They're adapting the comic into a movie.
Oh my god!
And that's why V9 has been delayed, apparently.
Oh, okay.
It's because they've been...
They're adapting the comic where Weiss tries to fuck Batman? Or did she try to fuck Superman? I forget which one.
I think it was both. I don't know, but like, but that's part of the reason that V9 is delayed. Also, I would feel remiss to say that it's a slight correction to the last reaction where we did Ice Queendom. I don't know if I hypothesized that out loud, but like, I theorized that they would delay the dub because simuldubbing was just like, they didn't know how to adapt to it, they didn't know how to take it. Well, that's a little bit of the case, that's what they said. A big part of the reason is that, Billy, I can't remember his last name, I'm terrible with names.
Eilish?
No, he was a voice actor that was supposed to do the role of Roman, and sadly he passed away from cancer.
Shit.
About a few before they could finish recording all of his lines, so they had to get a pinch hitter in, who was the guy that played Clover Ebby in Volume 7 and 8, or Volume 7, I guess, just 7. So I wanted to kind of put that out there because like I was kind of like wary of their simuldub, but this kind of puts a pall over kind of like being harsh on them.
I mean, I don't really care when they get the simuldub out. We watched it with subs, it's fine.
Well, I was just more content to laugh at them for their incompetence, but now it's like, I can't really do that anymore. I feel bad doing that now. It's not just a technical issue, it's someone died, and it's that shouldn't be taken too lightly. Yeah, alright, well with that pleasantness out of the way, the Volume 9 trailer dropped, coming to you live from RTX via remote location.
And unlike the Ice Queen reaction, I actually got my proper avatar this time. Morbin Time is an old meme, it's dead. Now I'm look at this Morb.
How is anyone ever going to know the good of your channel? This is great. All right, I guess it's not fair either because like my channel doesn't use Kelpie as a still logo, so I guess.
Well, I mean, there's a link in the description, right?
Oh yeah, there's a link in the description.
Right.
below the description, below the timestamps, below my Patreon link,
below the comment section,
below Tom's link. He's not even here this time because that bastard already saw it.
He's actually there.
He's actually there. He's not live from RTX from a remote location. He's just live from RTX.
It's true. I mean, so are we. We're obviously right here. How else do you think we're watching this trailer? Wait, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's fine. Well, the other thing that we're going to be reacting to isn't on YouTube, so we'll see. I've already seen a massive spoilers from this, but
there's Ratatouille.
Yeah, Ratatouille. they got Remy, guys. They got Remy. It's gonna be great. All right, you ready?
Yes. Yeah. Let's do this.
All right. Now, are we sure no one's going to be knocking on your door?
No, we're not sure, but we'll never be sure.
Anxiety is always there. Here we go. Yeah. That's what we can do this for 54 seconds. That's all we need. It's just 1 minute of time. 3, 2, 1, go.
This is the story of a girl.
Cried a river.
Oh god, that's actually the line.
Yeah. Who had a lot of problems.
Yeah.
The girl had a great many questions to ponder. After all the lessons she'd learned.
These aren't the lyrics.
Had she become?
Rat.
Would she still be the same when she went back home? The leaves of the
Oh
Hopefully
god,
not.
that looks so bad.
And on the wind, she heard one more question.
Was that Maria?
What
What?
are you?
What? What? Okay.
Are you RWBY Volume 9?
So glad that we didn't see any fucking a Mistral or Vacuo or whatever shit they're going to next.
But that was it? That was it?
It was only 54 seconds.
All right, well, we start off with... Is it Avril... No, not Avril Lavigne. What am I thinking? Who's the guy that does that song?
Rascal Fats?
Yeah, there is always one-hit wonders that I just never learn the actual names of their bands to. All right, so we got Ruby. She's had a bad day at Taco Bell. It's led to a really unfortunate circumstance there. And then we have the falling area where everything's specks of light. Great many questions about. She's touching one of the specks of light. Like, I don't know if was that in the Neo preview. It's around 10 seconds where she's like touching the ball of light.
Oh, she's actually holding one.
Well, I don't know if she's holding one. It's like she's brushing up against it with the back of her hand.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like goobly.
No, is that just a close one?
Then we're falling through a witch's labyrinth from Madoka Magica. And,
more or less.
I mean, to be fair, like they've confirmed this place is called Ever After, I think.
Of course it is.
And like everyone's like, oh, it's Wonderland, but apparently it was inspired by Candyland.
Yeah, okay, of course.
Feathering through this, Ruby's holding... Is that a broken blade of Penny's? What is that she's holding?
I don't think Penny's blades were green.
Yeah.
I mean, did she find like a...
No, weren't they?
Like a statue of
because she summoned her blades while being the maiden. Like when she was a real girl, she was summoning her blades. She was making them and flying, I thought.
Huh.
So maybe that actually is one of her blades. Hopefully, this bodes well for them remembering that it wasn't just Team RWBY that fell into the void, that there is a whole bunch of people that fell down here too that should still be alive.
We found Penny's corpse! So, okay, I forget where I heard this. I mean, it must have been like yesterday, but it was like, wasn't one of the lines supposed to be like, they discover themselves? Like, I remember that being confirmed that they were, going to explore like the depths of their own mind or something.
I don't know any of that.
Yeah. I think it's from the Murderer Birds tweet. RWBY Volume 9 official teaser. After the harrowing events of Volume 8, the heroines are thrust into an unknown world, the Ever After. However, once Team RWBY explores the strange mysteries of this realm, they quickly discover they might not be quite as unknown as they first assumed. They might not be quite as unknown as they first assumed.
Oh, is it going to be an annoying thing where they go to this mysterious realm and like, oh, we know exactly who you are and why you're here, but we're going to be vague about everything you need to do while you're here, even though we know all of it. We're just going to play along with this stupid game.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
That makes me sad.
As they journey to find a way back home, they have to overcome some of their toughest challenges yet. The struggle of their own identities, and whether or not they're equipped to stop Salem.
It turns out Yang is trans, and now she needs to be equipped with a penis.
She needs another. She needs another prosthetic.
She needs another prosthetic. Oh God. I'm gonna get raked over the coals for that joke. Anyway, God, this looks so ugly. This is like where you have that gray, like that big wide shot of the entire of the Ever After. It looks so bad, and it was pointed out when this started like leaking. I think Yuri was the one that pointed this out to me. There's an X in the middle of this frame dividing up the different areas. So you got the cold area off to the left, get like the pink area off to the right, and then you've got the mushrooms straight ahead.
Yeah.
It's like it's divided.
Yeah, if it's based on Candyland, they might just be like game board pieces. The whole thing might be checkerboards. Even though Candyland wasn't a checkerboard, it was like a path.
Yeah. It's a game that's literally so simple you don't really need to read rules to understand it.
My favorite thing about the Candyland box is that the two people on the front of it are holding their left hands together behind their backs. Let me see if I can find that.
We have a night dude here. That's John, right? That's totally John.
Is it? I mean, sure, that might be John.
Like, I don't know why. I feel like that's going to be like John, like he's going to be captured. He's going to have been captured by something. and like turned into like a mindless automaton and needs to be waken up, like something like that.
I guess
They haven't done a good brainwashing arc. Or clarification, they haven't done a brainwashing arc in RWBY. I make no presumptions about it being good. Then we got a Fae, I guess, at 27 seconds. I don't know what
is
this guy
that one of the is that like one of the god of animals? Do you remember the god of animals from the fairy tales thing?
Oh God, I hope not. I really hope not.
That was so bad.
The gods were a mistake.
They were.
Neo angry. Is that Maria? It looks like the bottom of Maria's dress. Or is it someone else I'm not thinking about?
The legs are too long to be Maria.
Well,
unless it's gonna be like young. Is that CL?
Oh,
did they finally find time for CL?
Oh, that. I mean, it could be a redesign of CL.
Because I mean, you know, Cinder knocked a whole bunch of people off of the thing when she went all like, you know, maiden powers. So like, I mean, yeah, they could put anybody in there. Legs are too long.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, like, if it was young Maria, I was gonna be like, why would they like? The rules are gone right now, Fat Man. We don't know what this place is. They fell into a magical void world.
Yes, they fell into a magical void.
Okay, so then we have a bunch of like quick cuts because
Ratatouille. There's a crown thing.
Well, there's a Ratatouille and there's a cheese plant.
Yes. That looks like a. You know, that hairdo looks like Sheep Girl.
Fiona?
Yeah.
But isn't Fiona in Vacuo?
Yeah. I think she is. But it looks like her hair. That might be just a king sheep. I don't know. They might have forgotten they already used a sheep. There's Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, Cheshire Cat.
There's the bestiary guy from Hollow Knight.
This is a Gulp Shido, my favorite character from Star Wars. No, I was gonna say it's Gender Bent Heisenberg from Resident Evil 8.
Here's that one boss from Elden Ring.
You'll have to be more specific.
The one at 32 seconds. It's the girl who's really hard to beat.
Melania, Blade of Mikola.
Yeah. Yes, her. And there's Ruby looking at a box.
Ruby with the rat in her hood,
which
is...
Who are you? Who? Oh, tell me, who are you? They should have licensed that song. They should have just... They know they needed it.
Okay,
right?
So we got at least confirmation that the RWBY girls are going to get together, at least, I think, near the beach. Because we have Blake in the vines, and everyone's sitting behind her, which I didn't notice on the first watch-through.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, and Blake is on the beach. Blake is near the vines, and then Yang is over here in the fucking snow. The one person who's not dressed for it. RWBY Volume 9.
God, that was underwhelming.
No, I mean, it's a RWBY trailer. I'm just glad that they're, like, they still might fucking try to do, Vacuo stuff. And I don't think they should do Vacuo. I know this is like a weird, dumb long shot, but I hope that they spend all of Volume 9 in Candyland, and then when they come out, there's like a 15-year time skip.
I would love it if instead, my alternate to that is we get CL here, but she's also back in Atlas, and she's also in Vacuo, and it's just never explained. She's just in all three places at once. It's never explained, and then like eventually, when all the plot lines converge, no one questions it.
They all just show up together.
But luckily, we have something a little more substantial because someone, not going to name names because I don't want to get anyone in trouble, managed to screen record the 4 minutes of preview that were shown at RTX.
Beautiful.
Do you have that loaded up?
Hold on, let me put it in the thing.
Gotta put the VHS in the VCR.
That's exactly what I
Just
gotta
make
do.
sure not to put it upside down. It's like a USB stick. You gotta just.
I gotta clean those heads.
3, 2, 1, go.
That's a rocking chair bug.
I mean, there's some ingenuity here, a little creativity, but like,
Yeah, purple is always nice. It's
it's a shoe bill.
It's okay, I'm glad you knew what it was called, because I was gonna say ostrich and then be fucking embarrassed.
Yeah, shoe bills. They're cool. They're horrible murderers, but they're cool. Oh. I like the sounds
They're
it
in a
makes.
time loop. Ruby, try walking left or right, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe forward and backward is
Or maybe walk the way you came, like walk backwards. Like that's usually the trick. You got to go the opposite direction and move forward.
yeah.
Like I've played at least one Legend of Zelda, guys. I know these tricks.
Do you have a
Really,
oh my
people?
God. Why?
Really?
Why is
You're
the crowd
awing over
oh,
her?
God.
Like that's.
They relate so hard to taking 12 steps and not getting anywhere.
Okay, that one's warranted. That's cute. I say
I bet there's somebody with a sign, it'll be holding up like the Shrek guy, like holding up the aw sign.
There we go. A little bit of cuteness. That's fine. Gonna talk? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there it is.
Now you're freaking out, Ruby? You have been so stoic about everything so far.
You've been through a lot.
Just never really spoken to a mouse before? Well,
Cats, rabbits, dogs, all the time, but never a mouse.
you before.
That's not funny, guys.
I'm a human.
That was kind of a flat joke.
Little. For now.
Stuart Little.
Little.
Just like that.
I don't know what they're doing here.
People. Humans. Like me.
No,
She literally doesn't know what
the
you
mouse
are.
just said that.
Exactly. Like me. And we're similar.
Cameraman. We're back.
I'm sure it'll make sense eventually. The other has, well, cat ears.
Yeah, of course.
This is. All right, that's a little funnier.
I've never seen anyone who does or doesn't look like you. But maybe
What?
someone in my village has. They're only,
Lonely mouse.
you know, since we need food and stuff.
Thank you, Ramen Commentarian. You told a better joke.
Mood.
Well, that was worthless. Like other than we're in Wonderland. Everything's kind of weird and freaky. Yeah, the mouse doesn't understand humans. How quaint.
I mean, the mouse understood humans really well. Just hadn't seen any more.
Just I don't.
Yeah.
So we have the shoe bill. I like the shoe bill. I wish the shoe bill became the companion more than the mouse.
I mean, we don't know. Let's wait for episode 2.
Shoe bill for main antagonist.
Yeah, the Shoebill is Neo's companion.
Oh my god, Neo riding into battle on top of the shoe bill. Can you see that?
Yeah, I mean that's I can't see anything else. If it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be disappointed. Neo on the Shoebill with the mouse ratatouilleing Ruby in a fight. that if that's not where this volume is going.
And for some reason, they're all like 700 feet tall, so it's like a mecha battle.
These are gonna be some big ass trees.
But yeah, I'm not I don't know. I'm just not. None of those those jokes really didn't land. The biggest laugh I got out of it was that lady in the crowd
Same mood.
like, okay, the mouse is cute, and like, there's some humor I can see they're trying. Like, I like the line, "I've seen enough cartoons," like, but the timing feels rough. It's like it didn't land.
It's funny that Ruby is in a profession where she has to kill things, and her only frame of reference for the relationship between a cat and a mouse is cartoons. It goes back to that, like, you know, volume 1 thing where she's super naive.
Yeah, God, are we suddenly bleeding in with Ice Queendom Ruby, or is Ice Queendom Ruby just literally what? Did they just base it on later volumes of Ruby, where like she's suddenly incredibly
I wouldn't be
naive?
surprised if they're just bleeding into Ice Queendom Ruby, because, like, can the writers write 2 things at once? Well, they can't even write 1 thing at once, so they might just be like, oh, we gotta write volume 1 Ruby, but we're writing volume 9!
Well, they wrote... I think assisted with Ice Queendom. I'm not entirely sure who wrote Ice Queendom. I don't think it was Miles and Carrie. I think they just, like, overviewed it.
Miles and Eddie. I mean, it was Carrie and Eddie.
Oh, really? They wrote Ice Queendom?
Yeah, I mean, I saw that on Twitter. I don't know if it's true.
I have to check the credits for Ice Queendom again. But then
I think that was in a Twins tweet.
But
I
then
think she said that
they've got Volume 9. Then they've got Arrowfell. Then they've got...
Isn't Arrowfell all original OCs, Do Not Steal?
Yeah, but they still have to write it, and it still stars the main RWBY cast. And then...
Oh, it does?
Yeah, the main characters are the RWBY cast. You know that, right?
I thought that they were fucking those randos with the
those I think are the antagonists.
Oh.
Yeah, it's another Grim Eclipse situation where, like, it's like kind of an interlude type deal that doesn't really play into things and doesn't matter.
Of course not.
I don't know, maybe they're here in Atlas or in Ever After. Who knows? And then they have this crossover with DC. Like, you're writing all of these. What are you doing? What aren't you writing at this point?
I mean, maybe they figured they couldn't, like, get any worse than normal RWBY, so they just spread out instead of, like, trying to consolidate their efforts and write, like, one good story.
Yeah, I feel like I apologize for anyone that thinks my reaction for this was underwhelming, but, like, the content they were giving me was underwhelming. This is just...
Like, I'm more impressed by the stuff that we didn't see. Like, I'm glad we didn't see anything outside of Wonderland, because that would have been, like, the most underwhelming. That would have just ended it.
Well, everyone's here for the RWBY girls. I don't think that would have shown that anyway. I don't doubt they'll go to they will show Vacuo in this volume.
Yeah, but I can hold on to hope a little bit longer. I swear,
dream,
if it's like
Harold.
The second episode.
Ah, God.
Or a chair.
So, actually, on the note of the DC crossover, it's actually a big concern that I have with some of the news that I've gotten about behind-the-scenes shenanigans at Rooster Teeth. And I'm not going to say how or what exactly. I see the writing on the wall. Things are not going well for them. They really need some wins. But I also see this as possibly a warm-up for them being folded into, like, DC's animation department. Or, like, those two animation departments being folded together into something else.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
DC's animation department is really good.
Well, because I'm thinking, like, Warner's, like, looking at Rooster Teeth, like, you're not really giving us return on investment. Best we just fold your assets in with ours and just, you know, take your IPs for our own. Like, I kind of see that happening. I don't understand how they have the time to do any of this.
Well, I mean, they take 2 years between volumes now.
Even with that, you're doing a feature-length film. You're doing a video game, you're doing an animation, and you're simul-dubbing. Like, I'm sorry, but something's gotta break. And typically it's the employees. That's what I'm kind of most anxious about. I don't know how that's going to affect people.
Oh, it's probably not going to affect them very well.
So what we've learned from this, Volume 9 underwhelming, Shoebill best girl.
Show us Neo riding the Shoebill.
You know you want to.
You know, they should just like make this should be like all that they've made for Volume 9 so far, and then they just take everybody's speculation and turn that into its own show. That would be, I don't know, that would be like an interesting way to crowdsource a show.
I know, I was just about to say, like, that's always been a thing in the back of my mind. Like, what if you just sat back, like, released one season of a show, sat back, watched fan reaction and speculation, and build a story from that point forward?
I mean,
and just do that progressively every season and see what happens.
That's an interesting concept. I mean, that would be the most overly sexual show. All of the characters would fuck all of the other characters by the end of like the 8th episode. Yeah, so, okay, how long do you think they debated over whether the mouse should talk or not? Do you think that was just instantly like, of course the mouse talks, or do you think that they were like,
no,
maybe
I
the
think
mouse
it's from
shouldn't
conception.
talk?
I think it's like, oh, she's in Everland, she needs a cute little talking companion.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And now, by some measure, she qualifies as a magical girl.
She's a Disney princess now.
That too. Like, that's also a qualification she now technically possibly has. Well, I guess
she has at least one dead parent. She got a talking animal companion.
I mean, does Mulan count as a Disney princess? I think she's in the official lineup, but does she count?
It was a very old YouTube video that I saw where it was like some guy and he was walking around Disneyland and he had a microphone and he went up to this girl with like a balloon at Disneyland and he's like, who's your favorite Disney princess? And then he puts the microphone in front of her and she's like, Mulan. And he's like, I'm sorry, Mulan married a general's son. She's not actually royalty. And he pops her balloon and runs away. I wish I could find that video. I saw it once like 10 years ago.
If you can, send it to me. I'll put it in the video. All right, well,
Yeah.
Thank you all so much for watching. I'm sorry this wasn't as exciting as the Ice Queendom reaction.
I mean, I'm just glad we didn't see outside of Wonderland. You'll see my disappointed reaction when we actually do
I was hoping for more anger-inducing things, but it's just nothing.
Yeah,
because like it's like we've reset the clock. We don't know what to expect. There's no stakes here.
It's a cute mouse,
and there's no stakes here because it's all filled with whipped cream and frickin' cherries. Like there's no meat.
You know, when the mouse was like, "Oh, do you want to share?" and Ruby's like, "No, I eat meat."
No. You just plump yourself right up.
Yeah, no.
You'll be a good hors d'oeuvre for when I cook up that Shoebill.
What are those little birds that you're supposed to eat in one bite?
I don't know, but now I'm wondering what Shoebill tastes like.
Hopefully it doesn't taste like shoe.
Kentucky Fried Shoebill. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember, if you like content like this, hopefully not always like this, where I will try to make more exciting reactions.
Trust me, it's usually better.
It's usually better. They usually make us more angry, and it's more fun. If you like more content like this, please support this channel on my Patreon. For $1 or more, you get access to the Team Frostbite Discord server, where me, Fatmanfalling, Dashi Lee, Tom Haran, and a whole bunch of other whole bunch of other people are regularly active. We have a lot of fun there, like Bad Fan Fiction Night, which I host every Friday night at about 10 p.m. Might be moving that time. We'll see my personal life. But yes, we have a lot of fun stuff we do. Very excited to have you guys in there.
And if you like content like this, but the only difference is that it doesn't actually come out because I don't make it, so go to my Patreon.
Please check out his channel. He has good stuff on there. He's just been in a bit of a dip for a number of good reasons.
Yeah, there is stuff on my Patreon. Like the Picard reaction is about to come out probably within 4 or 5 days. So
nice.
You can watch episode 1 right now, and you can watch episode 2 pretty soon.
Alrighty.
Then we'll have to record episode 3.
Yep. Yep. Not looking forward to that. All right. Well, actually,
I hear it gets better.
I've heard it gets worse. So that's different sources. We'll have to see what pans out.
Well, that'll keep it interesting.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you all on the flip side.
Bye-bye.